Residents of North Queensland had until lunchtime to get themselves sorted before heading to the shelters. Jessica Van Vonderen reports on a frantic morning up and down the coast.
From first light, North Queensland residents were being told to get out.
All right, stay safe, OK.
More than 30,000 properties in Townsville, or 1/3 of the city's population, were told to leave their homes and find shelter with family and friends or at evacuation centres.
I know they're pretty startling figures, but we can't afford to underestimate the issues that are at hand here.
The scenes were repeated all along the North Queensland coast. Residents packed up and moved out.
I'm just scared for my kids. I didn't want them to drown. Apparently the waves were going to get up over the house.
And they've been told to stay inside now until the cyclone has passed.
So we are facing a very, very frightening time, and many people in Far North Queensland over the next 24 hours or more will be facing an event that will be terrifying.
Along the Cairns Esplanade, business owners sandbagged their shop fronts in final preparation for the onslaught.
This one is a monster. It's going to be very, very tough for Cairns, for all the business on the Esplanade here. It's going to be really tough, I guess.
Normally crowded tourist centres were locked down. Travellers packed up too and moved to safer lodgings.
We checked out last night, most of the people, and prepare for the cyclone.
Have you been through anything like this before?
No, only the floods in Brisbane where we had the same thing. Everyone's saying get evacuated. It's like it's following me up the coast everywhere I seem to go.
More than 10,000 people are now in 20 evacuation centres. Some had to be turned away as they filled to capacity. They brought food, medical supplies and bedding with them.
Imagine you're going camping in the bush for 3 or 4 days and take what you would need.
For those inside, it's now a waiting game.
It's pretty scary.
Power is now being switched off across the region as authorities move to limit the damage to infrastructure.
This impact is likely to be more life-threatening than any experienced during recent generations.
Already, the federal government has assured it will be there to rebuild.
The people of Queensland have got through some really difficult days in the weeks of this summer, some incredibly difficult days. And in those days of difficulty, they've prevailed.
It's now just a matter of watching and waiting to see what Yazzie leaves behind. For North Queenslanders, there's a very anxious night ahead. Jessica Van Vonderen, ABC News, Townsville.